welcome to the Dray Way. I'm glad you're here. I'm Drayton Nay, your host. Please hit the subscribe button. Yeah, I do a show every single day. Hopefully you'll stop by, pull up a chair, a drink, get a sandwich, whatever you got to get. And by the way, before I get started, I have one question for you. Did you know that in the big, beautiful bill, inside that bill, it restricts all states from putting any type of laws against AI? Yeah. Nothing. You can't do anything, any type of state law against AI, according to the bill. I wonder why. Let's get started. I got a great show for you today. Glad you're here. Let's get started. Let's go! Welcome to the Dray Way. You know, I cannot help myself but talk about this ridiculous bill. And I don't like to talk about things for a couple of days in a row, but this is going to fundamentally change the United States so much and put us so much further into debt. And the thing I just don't understand, I mean, this bill is just a really horrifically bad bill. And to support this bill, you just have to be an asshole. You have to be the meanest asshole alive, because people look at you and go, people are going to lose their health care. Seniors are going to lose benefits. I mean, this is going to be catastrophic to red states. Red states are going to suffer the most. No one cares. Republicans don't give a shit. All they want to do is pass these tax breaks. What you don't understand is, after they pass this thing, it doesn't matter what else happens. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. Not one bit. Doesn't matter what happens from this point on. They got what they wanted. They were able to get another tax bill. It raises taxes on you, and the rich pay less. Yep, that's what this big, wonderful bill does. And like I said yesterday, it takes from the poorest people. If you're really poor, yeah, this bill purposely takes money from you. Yeah. And again, it gives it to the really rich. And the really sad part about this, like I think I mentioned to you yesterday, they had to buy a vote from Lisa Murkowski in Alaska. They had to buy her off, which was illegal, which wasn't allowed. They had to tell her, oh, look, all these horrible things we're going to do to the rest of the country, yeah, we'll exempt Alaska from that. We're not going to do it to Alaska. We're just going to screw everybody else. And Lisa Murkowski was like, oh, okay, all right, I can live with that. Just don't affect my state. Everyone else, yeah, let them get screwed. That's exactly what she did. And I'm, the last thing I want to do is do a show where I just talk about how awful Republicans are. But I mean, on a day-to-day basis, you can see how awful they are. You can see how terrible they are. And like I said yesterday, I have so many people that I know that are like, oh, I don't want to talk politics. I don't want to get in. You don't want to talk about the thing that is going to devastate neighbors and friends, and you don't want to talk about that? You want to pretend, you want to be a Republican in what? Just, when do you want to be a Republican? You don't want to be a Republican when they do really awful things. Really, really, really awful things. I mean, really terrible. You don't want to talk about being a Republican then. So you tell me, when do you want to talk about being a piece of shit Republican? Because I'm sorry, that's what you guys are now. You're just a piece of shit. The fact that most of you aren't stepping up and going, wait a minute. We don't want this bill. This bill's going to devastate people. Americans are going to die. And that's not being Oh, you're being, you're being hyperbolic. You're being this, you're being that. No, it's a fact. You're going to take 12 million people off their health care? People will die. There's no other way to look at it. When people don't have health insurance, they die. Hello? So I'm just asking every single Republican, how many deaths are acceptable? Because when they cross the border, it's not acceptable for one person to die. Not one. Oh, we can't have someone crossing the border and hurting an American. One is too many. We can't have that. So why can we have thousands of Americans die because they don't have health insurance and no one says a word? No one says anything. Especially Republicans. People are going to die in your own state. In your own state, people will die. And you have nothing to say. And that's why I just can't accept you saying, I'm a Republican. And just saying, oh, okay. Not anymore. Because it means you're a piece of shit. Because you're supporting this. If you're not screaming out against this bill, you're supporting it. And if you're supporting it, you're an asshole. You are just a different level asshole. Because this bill is going to devastate people. And it has to be talked about. It has to be said. But the sad part about all this is once this is over and once Republicans get their way, they're done. Just so you know, not another thing will get done. And they don't care. They could care less. It doesn't matter what this administration does the rest of the time. Does not matter. They won't pass anything. They won't do anything, and they don't care. They got their tax bill through, and you're going to pay more taxes, and the rich are going to pay less. There you go. Hope you're happy. For all of you that voted Republican, you're going to pay more money, and you're going to lose benefits, and you're probably going to lose your neighborhood hospital. Congratulations. You just voted to screw yourself. Yeah. And if it's not you, it's a family member, it's a friend, but you don't care, do you? You really and truly just don't care. Because if you did, you would never vote Republican. Because these Republicans have no agenda to do anything better for America. Their only agenda is to cut. Cut, cut, cut. And when we do cut, it doesn't lower the deficit. It raises the deficit. They're raising the deficit right now because they're going to spend more money. But they're just not going to spend it on poor people. Ew. Poor people? Why give poor people anything? We don't have to give them shit. Let's just keep giving it to rich people and they'll keep giving us money to get reelected. Because that's all it takes. It just takes money. Because you're going to keep voting Republican no matter what they do to you. It doesn't matter what they do to you. They could stick a hot prod up your ass and you'd still vote Republican. They could take a poker and shove it up your ass and you'd still be like, voting Republican, voting Republican. Doesn't matter what they do to you. And now they know that. So you're going to get less and less and less because they can take everything from you and you'll take it because you're a little bitch. Yeah. If you're a Republican and you're not invited to the White House, if you're not invited to Mar-a-Lago, you're a Republican bitch. That's right. You're their bitch. And they can do to you whatever they want. And that's exactly what they're doing. Whatever they want. Bitch. Let me know what you think in the comments. Part 2 of the Dray Way coming up next. Part 2. We got to talk about it. I'm sorry, but we got to talk about it. New homes are everywhere. There's more new homes than there's ever been. They're everywhere. They're all over the place, and they're not selling. Nobody wants that new home piece of garbage. Because I hate to break it to you, but a lot of new homes are made like garbage. They're made horrifically. In 15, 20 years, you're going to have all kinds of problems with those houses. Yeah, they are not. They're built with soft wood. They are not built to stand the test of time. The houses that are being built right now, you think 10, 15 years from now are going to be just sound brick, Yeah, no. They're not building them like they were 30, 40 years ago, that's for sure. But the other part that's just the problem is they're too expensive. They're ridiculously expensive. America is making everything too expensive, and what they don't understand is people are tapped out. People are tapped out. The man is working, the woman is working, they're working a side gig, they're both working side gigs, they're work. That's all everybody's doing, just to get by. Just to get by. Meanwhile, we're still building $500,000 homes no one can afford. We're still building $80,000 cars nobody can afford. And we just keep doing it. No one is saying, you know what? Why can't we build a decent house for $175,000? Why can't we see what we can build decently for people at $175,000? Why don't we see what we can build as a car for $25,000? Yeah. You could build $25,000 cars all day long, cars and trucks. You choose not to because you just want to make more money. I want money, I want money, I want money. And the thing is, you know, the older you get, the more you realize it's just a scam. It's just a complete and total scam. Owning a house right now is such a scam. You know, yeah, go ahead and buy that house. Oh yeah, pay the taxes, pay the HOA, huge HOAs now, because yeah, the city doesn't want responsibility for taking care of anything. So they want you to pay HOA. Oh yeah, don't forget to buy insurance. Don't forget to pay your taxes. And like I said yesterday, insurance now, total up your car insurance, home insurance, and health insurance, and take a look at that bill. That's just what you pay for insurance. That's just insurance. And it keeps going higher and higher and higher. And this bill that's about to pass, if you think health insurance is expensive now, you have seen nothing. It is going to skyrocket like I cannot tell you how many millions of people are going to lose their health care because it's going to literally double their premiums. Well, Drayton, I already pay $700. Welcome to $1,400. Well, I pay $1,400. Welcome to $3,000. Yeah, it's coming. You may not think it's coming, but it's coming, all because of this big, wonderful bill. But yeah, the housing industry right now, brand new houses, they're having to cut the prices and cut the prices and cut the prices, and they still have more houses than they know what to do with. Right now, they have almost a 2-year supply of brand new homes, and they're still building. They're still building. Who they're building for, I have no idea. But the backlog on new homes is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And homes, regular homes being sold, yeah, you got to compete against 4% interest rates and a brand new home. Good luck. Your price is going to keep going lower and lower and lower. Welcome to real estate in 2025 and 2026. Because if you're in the South, your home prices are going down. Texas, going down. Phoenix, going down. Florida, way down. Denver, down. California, down. Yeah, you're going to see huge downward momentum because there's just inventory all over the place. And people simply don't have the money to buy. It's that simple. Let me know what you think. Don't go anywhere. Part 3, the final word, is next. What I'm going to say, stocks. I've been talking about Netflix and DoorDash forever. I'm a big believer in DoorDash. I'm a big believer in Nvidia. Nvidia keeps going up. DoorDash keeps going up. Netflix is doing extremely well. I mean, they just keep going up and up and up and up. And if you do not have your stash account yet, get your stash account. The link is in there's a link. I got a link right here on this video. Get your stash account. Use my link because they give you money if you use my link. I get money, you get money, we all win. And get a stash account because it's so easy to buy stock with a stash account. It's so easy. And no matter who the president is, one thing I can tell you is the market's going to go down, but the market's always going to recover. It always does. And it always reaches new highs because America does one thing. American companies know how to make money. They know how to squeeze every dollar out of us, and they do. So get involved with the stock market. If I don't care if you're in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, you got plenty of time. Invest in the stock market. And we'll be talking more about what stocks to invest in. Later on this week, we will also be going on the road. I'm going to be showing you some places here in Vegas at the end of the week. And we're going to do some tours. And I'm going to basically show you around the town. So hit the subscribe button because you're going to want to check that out. But thanks for joining me on the Dray Way today. I really appreciate it. Get yourself a stash account so we can talk more about stocks. Like I said, I'm a big believer in DoorDash. I'm a big believer in Netflix. I'm a big believer in Nvidia. I think those stocks are just going to continue to go higher and higher and higher. And I want to see you make money. Real estate is not the place to be making money right now. So for the next 5-10 years, stock market, stock market, stock market, stock market. See you next time on the Dray Way. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button. We'll see you tomorrow.